Welcome to the culinary world of Smithfield ham, where savory flavors and aromatic spices come together to create a mouth-watering masterpiece. Originating from Smithfield, Virginia, this delectable cured ham is renowned for its rich flavor and irresistible texture, making it a favorite for special occasions and family gatherings alike. In this recipe guide, we'll take you through the step-by-step process of preparing, cooking, and serving a succulent Smithfield ham, complete with tips and tricks to ensure it turns out perfectly every time. From selecting the right ham to mastering the art of glazing and carving, we've got you covered. So grab your apron and let's get cooking. All right, let's delve into the delicious world of Smithfield ham and its accompanying glaze. First up, we have the star of the show, the Smithfield ham itself. Whether you opt for bone-in or boneless is entirely up to your preference, but both promise that signature savory flavor Smithfield hams are known for. Now, if you're looking to add a bit of flair, consider some whole cloves. While entirely optional, they not only lend a touch of visual elegance, but also infuse the ham with an extra layer of aromatic flavor. Moving on to the brown sugar glaze, get ready to tantalize those taste buds. Picture this: 1 cup of rich brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of golden honey, a 1/4 cup of tangy Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for that subtle tartness, and a teaspoon of ground cloves plus 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon to elevate the sweetness and spice profile. When these ingredients come together, they create a glaze that's both complex and balanced, perfect for complementing the robust flavor of the Smithfield ham. And don't worry, it's easy to whip up, ensuring your ham will be coated in a delectable layer of sweet and savory goodness. Now that we've got our ingredients ready, let's dive into the first steps of preparing our Smithfield ham. Step 1. Preheat the oven. This is essential for ensuring even cooking and a delicious outcome. Set your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 163 degrees Celsius, and allow it to preheat while you prepare the ham. Next up, it's time to prepare the ham. If your ham is wrapped in plastic, unwrap it and discard the packaging. If it's frozen, remember patience is key. Thaw it in the refrigerator for several days to ensure it cooks evenly and maintains its texture. Now, onto scoring the ham. Grab a sharp knife and carefully score the surface of the ham in a crisscross pattern, about a 1/4 inch deep. This not only helps the glaze penetrate the meat, but also adds an eye-catching presentation that'll surely impress your guests. Feeling fancy? Let's talk about optional extras. If you're looking to elevate your ham game, consider inserting whole cloves at the scored intersections. This not only adds a pop of flavor, but also lends a touch of elegance to your dish. Now that our Smithfield ham is prepped and ready, it's time to whip up that irresistible glaze that'll take it to the next level. Step 2. Making the glaze. Get ready to awaken your taste buds with a symphony of flavors. In a small saucepan, combine your glaze ingredients: brown sugar, honey, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, ground cloves, and ground cinnamon. It's a delightful mix of sweet, tangy, and aromatic spices that'll perfectly complement the richness of the ham. Once all the ingredients are in the saucepan, place it over medium heat. Now here's the secret: patience and attention to detail. Stir constantly as the mixture heats up, ensuring that all the components meld together seamlessly. As the heat works its magic, you'll notice the sugar starting to dissolve, and the glaze will gradually come together, transforming into a smooth and glossy concoction that's simply irresistible. Once the sugar is fully dissolved and the glaze is smooth, it's time to remove it from the heat. Step 3. Cooking the ham. Get ready to fill your kitchen with the aroma of savory goodness. First, let's glaze that ham. Place your scored and optionally clove-studded ham in a roasting pan. Now, grab your brush or spoon and get generous with that glaze. Make sure to coat every inch of the ham, ensuring it seeps into those scored lines for maximum flavor infusion. Next up, it's time to cover the ham. Tent it loosely with aluminum foil. This not only prevents excessive browning but also helps the ham retain its moisture, ensuring it stays juicy and tender throughout the cooking process. Now let's get baking. Pop that ham into your preheated oven and let it work its magic. Follow the package instructions or estimated cooking time, typically around 15 minutes per pound. Keep an eye on that thermometer, though. We're aiming for an internal temperature of 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius for perfectly cooked ham. But wait, our job isn't done yet. Every 30 minutes or so, it's basting time. Grab those pan juices or extra glaze and give your ham a little love. This keeps it moist and flavorful, ensuring each bite is as delicious as the last. Now here's where the magic happens. During the final 30 minutes of cooking, remove the foil tent and apply another layer of glaze to the ham. This adds a gorgeous, glossy finish that'll have everyone's mouths watering. And finally, the moment of truth. Grab that meat thermometer and check for doneness. Insert it into the thickest part of the ham, making sure not to touch the bone. Once it registers at least 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius, you're good to go. Now that our Smithfield ham has been cooked to perfection, it's time for the grand finale, serving up this delectable masterpiece. First, let's talk about resting. Once your ham is done cooking, resist the temptation to dive right in. Instead, remove it from the oven and let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. This crucial step allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, resulting in a juicier, more flavorful ham. Now that our ham has had its well-deserved rest, it's time to carve it up. Grab your trusty carving knife and slice that ham into thin, succulent pieces. Whether you prefer thick slices or paper-thin shavings, the choice is yours. As you slice away, prepare to be greeted by the mouth-watering aroma of perfectly cooked ham. Each slice promises to be a tantalizing treat that'll have everyone's taste buds tingling. But wait, we're not done yet. No Smithfield ham is complete without its trusty sidekicks. Pair it with classic sides like creamy mashed potatoes, crisp green beans, or indulgent scalloped potatoes for a meal that's sure to satisfy even the most discerning palate. So there you have it, folks. With our Smithfield ham expertly cooked and beautifully presented, it's time to gather around the table and indulge in a feast fit for royalty. Before we bid adieu to our culinary journey, let's arm ourselves with some valuable tips to ensure our Smithfield ham experience is nothing short of spectacular. Tip 1. Choosing the right ham. When it comes to selecting your Smithfield ham, consider whether you prefer bone-in or boneless. While bone-in hams offer a richer flavor thanks to the bone, boneless hams are a breeze to carve, making them a convenient option for busy cooks. Tip 2. Glaze consistency. Don't be afraid to tweak the glaze to your liking. If you prefer a thicker consistency, simply simmer it for a few extra minutes to reduce and thicken it, resulting in a luscious coating that'll cling to every inch of the ham. Tip 3. Moisture retention. Keep your ham moist and tender by basting it regularly throughout the cooking process. And don't forget to keep it covered for most of the cooking time to prevent it from drying out. Tip 4. Leftovers. Embrace the beauty of leftovers. Store any remaining ham slices in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to a week. From sandwiches to salads to soups, the possibilities are endless when it comes to repurposing leftover Smithfield ham. Tip 5. Presentation. Elevate your serving game with a touch of finesse. Garnish your serving platter with fresh herbs or citrus slices for an elegant presentation that'll make your Smithfield ham the star of the show. With these tips in your arsenal, you're well equipped to embark on your Smithfield ham adventure with confidence and finesse. So go forth, dear chef, and create a culinary masterpiece that'll leave your family and guests clamoring for seconds. Happy cooking!